Here are some other great videos from Cabin Fever Entertainment.
It's the most popular movie series of all time.
The British showing Paris. I mean the British showing the whole world. Happy birthday, Mr. Hood.
Cabin Fever Entertainment is proud to present The Little Rascals on home video.
To you. Give me the high sign.
These are the original Little Rascals. Now they're better than ever. For years, the Little Rascals have been censored. Some of their movies haven't been seen for decades, and previous video collections contained low-contrast scratched prints ruined from years of neglect. Not Cabin Fever. These are all the original classics, uncut, remastered from the Library of Congress's original 35mm prints, and restored to mint condition through a process costing nearly $500,000.
All right, where are you guys? There's nobody down here except us dummies.
It's all your favorite moments.
Say, let's start a club right now. The He-Man Woman. Don't call me Norman. Call me Chubby Ubby. Ah, Krabby.
And all your favorite Rascals, even ones you haven't seen for years. Each volume is introduced by Entertainment Tonight's Leonard Maltin, co-author of the book The Little Rascals, The Life and Times of Our Gang.
My Juliet, my Romeo.
The original Little Rascals, only from Cabin Fever Entertainment.
Hal Roach's Our Gang comedies, better known today as The Little Rascals, spanned an incredible 23-year period in movie theaters from 1922 through 1944. Then they turned up on TV to win a whole new generation of fans. The films you're about to see in this collection spanned 3 different phases of the Rascals' colorful history. We begin with Bouncing Babies, one of Our Gang's first talkies, as they called sound movies back then. The year was 1929. And the cast included several holdovers from the last of the silent movie Rascals, including beautiful blonde Jean Darling, mischievous Harry Spear, the original Fat Boy Joe Cobb, and his hand-picked replacement Norman Chubby Chaney, along with the gang's long-distance runner Alan Hoskins, better known as Farina. He started as a toddler in the series back in 1922 and stayed for 9 years. Newcomers included the very talented Jackie Cooper, Mary Ann Jackson, and Weezer Hutchins, who's the real star of this episode. We move on to 2 of the best shorts of the early 30s, and 2 of my personal favorites, Pups is Pups and Dogs is Dogs. One of the stars of Pups is Pups is never seen. He's composer Leroy Shield, who provided the wonderful music score highlighted in this and many of the other Hal Roach shorts. Most producers of comedy films during this period didn't bother spending money for original music, but Hal Roach did, and what a difference it makes. Shield and his colleague Marvin Hatley created jaunty, wonderful, and unforgettable melodies. Another distinguishing feature of these early 30s shorts is the way they reflect the time in which they were made, the very depths of America's Great Depression. Most Hollywood movies of this period offered their audience escape to a make-believe world, but the Rascals drew their comedy out of real life. Look at the way these poor kids live, the harshness of their existence. Still, they managed to keep their upbeat outlook and sense of fun. Our final short, Glove Taps, moves forward to 1936 and features yet another cast of rascals, some of the best known and best loved kids of all: Spanky, Alfalfa, Buckwheat, Porky, and Darla. This film heralds the return of Tommy Bond, who'd appeared in a handful of Rascals films in the early 30s, but now took on the role of Bully. Glove Taps marks the debut of his new and indelible character, Butch, once seen, never forgotten. It was also the first film in which Darwood Kay appeared. He soon found his niche in the gang as Waldo. To find out more about the amazing history of the Little Rascals and the remarkable kids who starred in this series, turn to The Little Rascals, The Life and Times of Our Gang by Leonard Maltin and Richard W. Bann. Its pages are crammed with facts, photos, and behind-the-scenes information on all 221 Our Gang comedies, with biographies of every Little Rascal and the story of what happened to them in later life. Ask for The Little Rascals, The Life and Times of Our Gang at your local bookstore, or have them order it for you. It's published by Crown.